We're doing a lot better than before. We're trying to get that rank 1 spot right now.
We're becoming better and better. We just need some time to get used to each other.
We're having a bit of a slow start.
If we stay confident, we're also going to play better.
Great start for this split. So yeah, we have a lot of confidence.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to week 4 of the European League of Legends Championship Series, broadcasting live from our studio in Cologne, Germany. I'm Joe Miller, and joining me is Trevor Quickshot Henry as we continue into the summer split and see which of our European teams are going to head to Worlds.
Yeah, and at the moment it is still anybody's game, with some of the squads still trying to find their footing and others trying to strengthen their hold at the top of the table.
And before we get into today's matches, let's take a look back at the highlights from yesterday. One of the big stories was that Brown was enabled here in Europe for the first time.
He was enabled and he was thoroughly banned out. 3 for 3 in the LCS. We did see him picked up in all 3 matches of the Challenger Series semi-final, where Voidal, who was playing for Ninjas in Pajamas, went 2, 2, and 24 behind the mustache, and he used the massive shield to help them win that series.
And yesterday we also saw Fnatic come out in a very strong performance and get the win against SK Gaming.
Yeah, Fnatic just outplayed SK in absolutely every way. They had perfect control. Their use of jungle invades with the 4 red trinkets and the 1 blue trinket was exquisite, and they strangled the life out of SK because they couldn't move around the map.
And in another upset, Gambit managed to take down Alliance and keep the 7-1 Gambit curse alive.
Yeah, taking down whoever's at the top of the table at the beginning of a split. And Gambit just played yesterday, played very well yesterday. They had good team fights, they had very good dragon control, they had intelligent, rotational, positional play, which is a sentence you don't associate with Gambit in the summer split, and they deserve the win.
Certainly looking better, that's for sure. And our last bit of news for today is that the Copenhagen Wolves will be playing with a sub in the mid lane due to Coutard falling ill.
Yeah, so they brought in Mazurin. He played for Gaming Gear EU at the Season 3 World Championships. He had a very mean Gragas and an Orianna, and we'll have to see what champions he's going to play to, because Gragas is no longer as viable in the mid lane.
Really excited to see how Mazurin does here today. Let's have a look at the current standings, though, in the European LCS. Even though the top 2 teams suffered losses yesterday, they remain at the head of the table, where Alliance is in first with 7 wins and 2 losses, and SK Gaming in second at 6 and 3.
Yeah, moving past the ties in the center of the table, we do look at the Copenhagen Wolves and Roccat, as both teams are 2 and 7, sharing that last place.
But we have another 4 games coming here today, and we'll be starting things off with a matchup between Roccat and the Super Hot crew, followed by Gambit Gaming versus Millennium.
Then Fnatic will take on Alliance, and we'll wrap up today's LCS matches with the Copenhagen Wolves versus SK Gaming. After that, we'll hand it over to Freak and Zyrene with the European Challenger Series semi-finals as H2 Gaming take on Loblin Shaw for a chance to battle Ninjas in Pajamas at London next week.
And for more information about the schedule, the teams and the players, head over to lolesports.com, where you can find all of that and much more.
You can check the stats as we head down the road to the Summoners Cup, and you can also vote on today's matchups. Just give a thumbs up to the team that you think will win on the schedule, and we'll check in before each game to see how you've all voted.
And to find out how you can join us at the studio here in Cologne and watch the LCS live, just click on tickets at the top of the page, and that's where you'll find all the information that you need to know to come and join us. And now it is, of course, your turn and your time to share your thoughts with us. Jump onto Twitter and tell us which team do you think has the strongest map control in the European LCS and why.
Yeah, you guys think big picture. I'm just thinking yesterday, Fnatic with their trinket invade strategy definitely had the best in my mind. You guys at home, remember to send your answers to us at LOL Esports. Use that hashtag LCS. We will read some of our favorite responses later in the show.
And this Sunday marks Father's Day for North America and the UK. And while it's celebrated on a few different dates around the world, we sat down with the European LCS pros to find out how their dads have impacted their careers and how they honor their real-world supports.
It's Father's Day.
Vaterstag.
Well, it's different dates for countries.
My sister always reminds me when the date is, and then she sets up the present and I just give her the money and then I'm done with it.
We usually celebrate some stuff on 23rd February, and that's the Day of the Man, the Day of Protector of Russia, and usually we're celebrating it with our fathers, grandpas.
I'm quite close with my dad. He didn't really support this at the start, but I think now he actually supports me. He even watches some games as well.
My father is really supportive of the game. He tells me that he watches all the games I play at least.
Of course he's supportive. I mean, yesterday he sent me a SMS like, congratulations to me that we lost again. But usually he's very supportive.
He always encouraged me to stay focused and to keep on, even if we lose sometimes.
It's been nice to see what the guys are doing, and good to see Jerry.
My father is very supportive, and I'm just gonna try to call him and just say, hey, I was thinking about you and I just wish you a good day.
Always great to see families getting behind their players. I know I wouldn't be where I am today without the help of my old man as well.
I agree with that. My dad doesn't watch, so Mom, tell Dad I say Happy Father's Day.
Wow. So let's get into our first game of the day.